I was like you, Margit. I thought Jesus came, died on the cross, that Jesus' being here was about his death and dying on the cross, when it really was about him coming to show us how to do it, how to be, to show us the Christ consciousness that he had, and that consciousness abides with all of us. That's what I got. That's what I got. Thank you. And what I hear you saying, feel you saying in this book is that this book isn't about believing. This book is about what you come to know for yourself. Yeah, what you become to feel for yourself. And that what you're saying is that God, in the essence of all consciousness, isn't something to believe. God is. God is. And God is a feeling experience, not a believing experience. Right. And if your religion is a believing experience, if God for you is still about a belief, then it's not truly God.
One of the mistakes that human beings make is believing that there is only one way to live, that we don't accept that there are diverse ways of being in the world, that there are millions of ways to be a human being, and many ways, but many paths to what you call God. And her path might be something else, and when she gets there, she might call it the light. But her loving and her kindness and her generosity brings her, if it brings her to the same point that it brings you, it doesn't matter whether she called it God along the way or not.
And I guess the danger that could be in that, I mean, it sounds great on the onset, but if you really look at both sides,
there couldn't possibly be just one way. What about Jesus? What about Jesus?
I raised him up in this whole discussion, and you say there isn't only one way. There is one way and only one way, and that is through Jesus.
There couldn't possibly be with the millions of people in the world.
There
couldn't possibly be.
There are certainly many more paths to God other than Christianity. That what I believe is that Jesus came to show us Christ consciousness. Man made God in his own image. The eternal, the infinite, and unnameable was reduced to a mental idol that you had to believe in and worship as my God or our God. Now, I think that's very eloquently put by Eckhart Tolle in chapter 1, but that is exactly what I was feeling when I was, sitting in church. And you say Eckhart gave you a different way, or reading the book showed you a different way to look at Jesus Christ?
Yes, absolutely.
How so?
I've always tried to find a deeper inner connection with the purpose that Christ had here on earth. And all my life, I thought it was just for him to die on the cross for my sins. But I now recognize that Jesus actually taught me Christ consciousness is who to be fully human, is to be Christ-like.
Yeah.
And so it's not any time that you not follow your spiritual calling that you are lesser of a human.
Yes, I'm Christian too, and I got that a long time ago. I mentioned this also in this book called Discover the Power Within You by Eric Butterworth, where he talks about the Christ consciousness. And up until then, I was like you, Margit. I thought Jesus came, died on the cross, that Jesus' being here was about his death and dying on the cross, when it really was about him coming to show us how to do it, how to be, to show us the Christ consciousness that he had, and that consciousness abides with all of us.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Yes.
That's what I got.
Yes.
Thank
yes.
you.
It's you.
So you believe what happens to us at death when the body dies? You don't have a belief.
I don't give it any thought.
You don't.
It's
Well,
you.
did you ever think about it, Eckhart?
I know that the essence of who I am, which is the essence of who you are, is indestructible. You are the awareness. You are consciousness. Appearing as a person for a little while, but in essence, you are consciousness, and consciousness, as consciousness, you are timeless. You are eternal in the sense of timeless.
And when the form itself is lying there in the casket, that timeless formlessness has gone where?
Transform, to have either to join with the source, or to go through further experiences of awakening.
In ways that our mind cannot even comprehend.
No.
Okay. We did something last week that was unprecedented. You said you've never been done before on television, where you just sit there in silence. And I thought a lot of people responded to the sense of connection from that. So you want to do that again?
Yes.
Let's do that again.
Yes. And simply become aware that you are breathing. Air flows in and out, and you feel yourself breathing. Air flows in and out of the body. And so as we go into silence now for a few seconds, just direct your attention and feel your own breath.
It's you.